DJ SharpMC. Live. Back on the track. So I wanted to go through and demonstrate some really cool sound design, kind of layering things. And we'll start by picking like a nice drum kit. We'll start with this one. And then going through and let's lay down a simple house beat or a simple 4 on the floor. We'll just do it over 2 bars. And let's listen to it. Okay, pretty basic, pretty plain. So one of the things that I thought was really cool was, let's go back to that sound, that one, go to Program Edit, go to Samples, click it once, and now let's put some additional sounds on that same patch or that same key so that when it hits other patches. That sounded kind of weird. What are my choices here? Deep house. Can we do that one? Let's try that. So that's kind of what I wanted to show is you get a beat that you like, and then you take the second sound and you separate it from the first sound. So we'll make the first sound come early and the second sound come late. All right, let's see how that sounds. Okay. So that's what I was trying to achieve, is be able to get 2 of my sounds. So it looks like I can only go this way on this one, which is interesting. So that's the effect I wanted, but I don't like the way it sounds. So we're gonna come up with a better sound. So it's kind of hard to tell without another. I was having this problem when I was trying to do my swing stuff, is when you just have the one sound, you're not really sure if it's affecting it. So I'm going to go ahead and add a hat. We'll add this hat and we'll put a swing on it. But first, let's lay it down. So I'm going to do note repeat. And let's see, 16ths might be too much. Let's try 8ths. Okay. All right, so that kind of goes. I mean, not the way I had in mind, but it kind of goes in terms of the beat. So let's try a couple things. First, we'll try time shifting that to see if we can get swing to sound be pretty distinctive. So we'll try 56. Do it and see what comes out. So definitely not 56. Let's try 53. So 53 is not that bad, but let's go 60 just to see what 60 sounds like. Nope. What about 65 just to... So clearly you just want to do little ones. So we'll go 50, which is where we started. And then we'll make it 52. And that's kind of where I want it. So now back to the other thing we were doing, which was adding a second layer to this sound. So there it is. And then this is the beat, the second layer. We'll make it come late and see how it changes the sound. So I'm back to not really liking the layer. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh wait, let's see if we can make this work. That's not it either. All right, what's here? So that kind of goes. All right, so that's my kick. Now my hats, I think I'm happy with the 52 swing. So just for practice, let's do 53. 53, totally acceptable. Okay, so now we got those two. And the other thing I wanted to do was bring in variations to my beats. So maybe with the shakers. Boom. Or well, let's try a sophisticated one. I think it's too much. We'll try that. It's a little messy, so maybe a little bit less. So it sounds like just doing it singularly might be, with all the other hats, the way to go. All right, I got to put it on 16th if I'm going to be doing this. All right, so 16th, time correct, record, and let's do this whole thing over. So 4 sounds like too much, so let's go back to 3. We'll try those 3. It's so weird how when you find something that goes, you can barely tell it goes, and that's how you know it goes, because it doesn't disrupt the melody or the beat or the flow. So anyway, I added it. You can barely tell, but it's definitely there. Let's try. So it sounds like my hat's too busy. This one. Oh, it's really not that much. So it must be when the kick is there. Okay, so I just want to maybe work on the levels, because it sounds like a little bit too much in the hat department. So let's go to the first one. It's cool that it has that delayed sound. All right, so we'll take the second sound. Samples. Let's do fine level. All right, let's listen to it. Oh, that'll work. Okay, so I got my kick done. This hat, because it's in my range of music notes, I'm gonna go ahead and filter it. So let's check it out. All right, we'll make sure we edit. Wow, it sounds completely different. But it sounds like a nice groove for the hats. Okay, so here, I'm gonna try doing something different too. Let's, on this track, let's add an effect. And let's see what kind of harmonic we could put in this one. Oh, actually, maybe we'll do a frequency shift and see what happens to the sound. Wow. I like that. And it's like seriously going into the red lines. Okay. So I think that'll work for the hats. And now let's go to my kick, because it sounded a little low. So I was going to check on it. Oh, it sounds like that offset is deep into the track. I think I'm gonna just keep it like that. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. All right, so next we got our kick, and let's do our mute group. So we'll put the kick on 1. Kicks on 1. This hat is on we'll put it on 2, 2, and then this one's on, let's start with 2 and see what happens. Okay, so all that's good. So the only thing that's sounding truncated is this guy. Is because it's on mono. Okay, so let's figure out what is truncating my sound. You don't want to be on 2. What about 3? All right, we'll keep you on 3. So those hats are mute group 3. Those hats, I think these hats are mute group 2. Yep, and then my kicks mute group 1. So we're doing a deep dive. So you're gonna get like all the. Oh, there it is again. So what are you hitting? So let's see. That's my kick. Oh, is it because it's 2 sounds? Nope, it's not because it's 2 sounds. It just doesn't like mute group 1. All right, we'll put you mute group 4. I think it's changing when I go between 2 and 3 pretty good. So that's off. That's mute group 1. Mute group 2, mute group 3. Wow, I think I'm gonna leave it off because it sounds the best off. Okay, so we got a pretty good little drum going. So then the next thing you do is you do this on 2 bars. You bring it out to 4 bars. Then you go into your piano roll. Let's start with the kick. And then here, this kick needs to do something different. So let's move them this way. That actually wasn't what I had in mind, but it went pretty good. So I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so that was pretty good, but I meant to do it on my kicks, but that was pretty good for my hats. So now let's go to my kicks and do the same thing. So right here, if I can go like this, what could I do here? Go back maybe? I think that kind of works. So this one doesn't go, and this one could be better. So let's start with fixing this one first. It's too far back. So I think this is coming a little bit early. So this is having challenges. Let's keep it normal and see how that goes. So that clearly is not the one to change. Maybe it's this one. So if this one can go here, then maybe this one goes this way. Okay, so then I think that sounds pretty good. We'll just add one more to kind of bring the beat forward. Let's try it here. Okay, so that's mixing up my kick, mixing up my hat, and then I got another hat. Let's listen to this one. Okay, and then go to the piano roll. So it sounds pretty good. Maybe I'll just do something just to kind of add some variety. Okay, I think that's a good enough variety. So this is the finished beat after drilling down on it. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. It's got a lot of stuff going on, stuff in the background. Let's go to maybe a plugin. Where's my plugins? I was trying to see if there's a bass that can go with this. I don't know what goes, so I'm just gonna do something. I don't like the sound. It just doesn't, it's not taking me deep enough. So let's bring in one of my heavy hitters. How about Mr. Juno? We'll bring Juno in to do the bass. We're substituting you out, buddy. Nothing personal. 13, Juno. Why am I not hearing my Juno? Sounds super low. All right, let's do some Juno adjusted. Let's see. Oh, because we're on 0. I wonder if I should use my Micro Freak to get the pitch variations on the guitar. That sounds pretty tricky, but it's supposed to work. So let's just see if we can get there. So Micro Freak is hooked up. Micro Freak is control, track. And I'm pressing my Micro Freak and I'm not hearing anything. So you're supposed to be my controller. I got the USB hooked up. It always gets tricky when you're doing stuff. You know what? If you're gonna be a band in the neck, I could use my beat step. You know what? Let's try my beat step. Because I got a beat step. Or, yeah, let's do beat step. Who's the beat step? Your beat step? Nope, let's do you. Your beat step? Your beat step? There you go, beat step. All right, so I got my beat step out. And it totally works, which is not what I had in mind, but it might do a good. All right, so let's put it on shift minor. So I'm just going through my beat step, and seeing if this sounds good enough. Kind of doesn't work. I don't know if it's gonna work either. So it's trying not to be one of those videos. That was beat step, but I didn't like the direction it was going in. Let's see what a pageator's got going. All right. Note repeat, rhythm. What's rhythm? Pattern. All right, let's do, I think there's some bass patterns in here. Let's see if we can find one. Okay, let's try another one. Another one. Different one. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to make that work some kind of way. I got 4 bars. Nope, none of those really go. All right, so we're just gonna throw some arpeggiator. We're gonna throw some arpeggiator bass on there. Wow, it's kind of weird. If you don't have a good sound, you can just kind of tell it doesn't go. And for some reason, this bass is not getting there. I don't know why. So we're gonna put you on hiatus for a moment, Mr. Bassy Bass, and move on to a lead. Because I think I need to get on with this video, or else it's gonna be like another one of those long videos and I don't get to my beat to the end, and so people end up waiting until the very end and then it jams. But you go through a lot of the actual in process of figuring things out. All right, so we're gonna switch to my favorite, striped fet. Striped fet. My striped fet sounds so majestic, that's why I like it. All right, striped fet chords. Wow, that was long. It goes. All right, we'll see if we can play it. So I like it. Let's just find a better sound. Striped sounds so orchestral. So it doesn't really go with my beat, but since I'm making a demo, it's not a bad use of the MIDI. Okay, so this video is going all over the place. I think I'm going to continue with what I normally do, which is play my beat. Okay, and then start adding sounds on top of it till we end up with something that we like. So I got a couple, let's see, shakers, kits. I got 2 kits in here. Let's see what we got on these kits. Maybe that can go in here. All right, let's figure out where it can go. Okay, so it's kind of like a little sound effect. All right, let's check my next drum kit. For some reason, I want to hit some more hats. All right. I have no idea why I did another hat, but it wanted to go, so I just kind of listen, and whenever I feel like something goes, I add it. So, all right, so we added all those kits. I think now I'm going to do one of my favorite things, which is see if there's a melodic piece that I could do. Maybe I use my plugins. I don't use my plugins that much. Yeah, let's keep electric for now. Let's use all my fancy chords that I added, my progressions. Let's do something random. What about you? Oh, I hear something there already. And I started off beat. So it kind of goes more as a kind of a background melody. It's actually like a piano. All right. Okay, so it's not all there, but if you make 5 beats every time, then you're a good chef. I'm kind of like a mediocre chef, or I'm still learning how to cook, if you want to go with that metaphor. All right, so we need another sound, and since I downloaded all those 1,000 MPC kits, I'm gonna go and we're gonna find a sound off of my downloaded MPC kits, all the legacy MPCs that I downloaded, because I just want to have a ton of sounds for when I need inspiration. What is, let's see, MPC wave. Let's do 2000 XL. So these are the sounds. I don't have too many toms. I don't have a snare. I don't have a ride. Drop a scratch. Oh, I think I'll bring that hit in. I could probably make something out of that hit. Okay, so let's go to sounds, add a new program, assign samples, and there's a hit somewhere in here. There you are, buddy. Hit. All right, so then we'll do 16 levels, tune, go. I should do one where I'm doing automation, but all right, so I think I'm gonna try 16 levels velocity. I can make it sound like it echoes. Okay, just like an effect. Let's bring in some other people. All right, I think I'm gonna redo it with that beat playing, so it goes. So it goes over that beat. Okay, so instead of doing it 3 times, I think I'm gonna do it 2 times. All right, kind of subtle, but kind of goes. All right, so we're still grinding this beat out. We got the sample, we got the sound. Let's go heavy hitter. I got time. Let's bring in my 707. So 707, channel number, let's do channel 1. 707, channel 1. That's my 707. And I think, let's change the sound real quick. 707 has like, what video? You all crooked and stuff? Don't be doing that. I'm trying to get stuff done. Well, I know this video's screwed. Guess I'll have to check sooner to see if it drops. All right, so anyway, we're trying to find a sound. Okay, that sounds like a good sound. All right, so this will be my 707. Do it. All right, I'm gonna drop something. All right. I still didn't do my bass. All right, so we'll add a bass and then we'll finish this video out because I think my camera got all whack anyway. So this may be on the cutting room floor. That's what that means. Why is that? Let's do this right. Let's at least play this part. All right, we'll keep it simple. Anyway, that's how we do a deep dive, and we have it go all over the place. And we end up with a bunch of beats. That doesn't go. Anyway, I guess that's how it's gonna be for today. SharpMC. We're gonna try again next time. Peace.